Welcome to VVork. This is the continuation of a video series where we're discussing containers, Docker, Kubernetes, and VMware PKS with Marc Alumbaugh. In this video, Marc will discuss the relationship between VMware PKS and Kubernetes. Let's get started.
Alrighty, so where we just left off at is we contrasted making your own Kubernetes cluster versus what Enterprise PKS brought to the table. And again, what I want to emphasize is we're looking at being able to create an enterprise-grade Kubernetes cluster. And with Enterprise PKS, that's what we're giving you. And it's actually done as a joint venture between Pivotal and VMware. And given our recent announcement, you could deduce that relationship worked pretty well. And what you get as a customer when you buy Enterprise PKS is you get this fully supported, available across the globe Kubernetes distribution. As part of that, you're getting this deep integration with NSXT. And specifically what we're focusing on the NSXT is we're looking first of all on how we're going to network all of those containers together and how are we going to provide security for all those containers. Obviously we don't want to be running containers without having some control over firewalling and what services we're allowing to be exposed. You also get the latest version of Kubernetes, and we'll talk some more about that. There's going to be a PKS version, and that PKS version correlates to a Kubernetes version as well. So you can see that. We are giving you a certified version of Kubernetes. It's certified by the Cloud Native Computing Foundation, and they've got a certification that they go through. And since Google seems to be the source of this, we're specifically saying that we are compatible with the GKE Kubernetes engine. And as I said to you, we've got a version of PKS, and you can see over here on the left, I'm showing you a PKS version and how that correlates to a Kubernetes version. And this is all documented when you go to the VMware website to download PKS. We're telling you which version of PKS correlates to which version of Kubernetes. So we saw this slide earlier. And on the left-hand side over here, this is the make it myself version, right? This is me make it myself. And when I made it myself, one of the things that you have to deal with is how are you going to do these respective areas of the stack? Kubernetes is fitting into this one slice of the stack. When you do Enterprise PKS, you could see on each of those boxes, what are we doing here? For the container image registry, we're providing you a bundled, validated, we know it's compatible version of Harbor. When it has anything to do with lifecycle management, this is where the PKS is going to jump in, and we're going to deal with the lifecycle not only of upgrading your Kubernetes version, but also the healing and the lifecycle management of a worker node. That's going to be where PKS is going to control that. When we look at networking / security, you got both of them you've got to deal with. This is where NSXT is going to come into play. How do we do our persistency of our storage? That's where we're going to do the VCP, which is our vSphere cloud provider. So we've already talked about these, so let's dig in a little bit more on each one, okay? The comprehensive solution that you're getting with Enterprise PKS, we've already spoken about Harbor. We've spoken about where PKS comes in. I tried to scribble for you on the slide, but from the security standpoint, this is how we're going to provide our securities. We're going to use our NSXT distributed firewall and edge firewalling, and I'll give you a topology picture so you can see where those are going to plug in. From a networking standpoint, we're implementing the container networking interface with our NSXT solution. And as I already stated for you, from the storage perspective, we're doing that vSphere Cloud Provider. So what you're getting here is you're getting a prepackaged solution. And it is better. I firmly believe it's better. A lot of the industry people have said it's better. You're going to get that quicker return on investment. You're going to know that when we ship a version of PKS, we've validated that the updates as it correlates to things like Harbor, as it correlates to the VCP, the persistency of your storage, NSXT, we know that the integration between those components has been validated. We know its work. We've tested it. You're going to have a known set of capabilities and features when you get PKS, whatever the version is. We're going to be documenting for you what versions, what features and capabilities it's capable of. And we'll talk more about that as it relates to a particular Kubernetes feature. You get support. You're going to get something that is repeatable. And I've kind of made the comparison. Think about if you're going to spin your own, it's kind of like making your own PC, or think about it, making your own car. Would you ever really want to make your own car? I mean, that could be the degree of complexity that trying to make your own does.
In the next video, Marc will discuss Project Pacific and how it relates to VMware PKS. Join us in the next video to learn more.